In the last video, we saw about scripting in Redis. In this tutorial, we are going to see connections and security in Redis. So once you're connected to your Redis client, is your connection is successful or not? To check that, you can use a ping command. Okay. Once the connection is successful, server will return you Pong. Okay. It's a nice game. So you can play ping pong with Redis client. We can add the messages as well with echo command. With any of the message, it will be displayed in the client. Okay, so in Redis there is a concept for databases. There will be different databases available. The default database when a client is started, then it's assigned as 0. To select that, the command is select. To select any of the database, then we need to provide the index of the database. Default will be always 0. So you can see that when you do again select 0, it will return okay. Your 0th database will be added. If you want to change the database, you can add select 1, then it will be changed to the newer index database. You can always switch and forth between them. Despite of different databases available, all the data are persisted into a single RDB or AOF file in the Redis. Okay, in a single node architecture. If there is a clusters available, if your Redis is configured in a cluster, then by default every time your database will be 0th index. You cannot change it at that particular time. So this is only available when you are running on a single node. And the main important part is when you are switching between the databases, when you are using select 0 or select 1 with either 0 or 1 databases, then your keys will be unique to each of your database. So if you are adding one key to database 0, then that particular key won't be available to database 1. If it's there, then value, if you are adding to it, it may be different. So let's check it out. So currently I am in select 0. So I am adding set name as Shabir. Okay, you can see that get name is available for Shabir. Now let's switch it to index 1. Okay, database 1, and then if I do get name, you can see that it's returning null. Okay, so that means it's not affecting to my the select 0 database. Let's set this value over here. Set name to Dawoodi. If I again check that name, it's Dawoodi. And if I check the same name again in 0 database, changing back to 0 index and checking the name, you can see that both the values are different. One is Dawoodi and one is Shabir in both the 0 and 1 database. So in the Redis server, multiple Redis clients will be connected to the Redis server. So what are all the clients available? You can check by the command client list. Okay, so this will return all the clients which are been listed over here. You can see that all the informations are available, their ID, their address, their name, their age, and all the different things are available. Currently I have only one client enabled, so that's why only one entry is coming. If multiple clients are available, multiple entries will come. Okay, you can also set the name of the client. You can see there currently the name is null over here, so we can set the name as well. So let's add client set name as this terminal. You can see that the name is set. You can also get with client get name, that particular name. Okay, now when we check for client list again, okay, at the time you can see that that name value is coming for the listed clients. So this way we can identify which client is been active and which client we need to kill or any other operations if you want to do for the particular client. If you want to kill those clients, we can use the kill command to kill the clients. Okay, the command is client kill, and we can kill based on the ID. So we need to provide ID and the ID which is here 17. Okay, and if you want to do by address, then you need to pass the address which is over here to kill that client. I'm passing 17 over here. You can see that. Okay, currently I'm running in this, so it won't be deleted. Let's clear it out. So this way we can use different client keys as well over here. Now coming to security, we can define the password for the clients to log into a server. Okay, so for that we need to check the configuration. We need to change the configuration for it. So let's change the configuration for storing the password. We'll do config set require pass. Okay, so this is the require pass is the configuration for setting the password. Here we need to set any of the password. So let's set Shabir123. Okay, So you can see that password is set. So once the password is set, now you cannot execute any of the command without authenticating to your client. Okay, if I open any new terminal, okay, and I do get name, you can see that error is coming, no authentication required. So unless you are authenticated, you cannot execute commands over here. So to authenticate, you need to use auth command, auth, and you need to give password. So the password we set was Shabir123, right? Shabir123. So once you are authenticated, then you can check your commands will be executed properly. So this way you can use authentication to connect to your Redis clients as well. So that's it in this video for connections and securities in Redis.